I'm back at it at the UAE Tour, asking the hard-hitting questions. Today, how many bikes do pro riders have at their homes, and how many do they actually own? How many bikes do you have at home?
2, 3, something like that.
And how many of those do you own?
2.
So you've only got one team bike?
Yeah, one team bike at home. Not a time trial bike, but I just returned it.
Road bike or any bikes? 4, I think. 4, yeah.
And how many?
TT. Yeah. No, 3. 3.
Just the 3 bikes. And how many of those?
Yeah.
How many of those do you own?
0.
You don't own a single bike?
No, I have. I bought a mountain bike, but the rest, yeah, the rest is just from the team.
I don't answer because the team doesn't know about 2 of them, so stolen.
At home, with normal bikes.
Any bike?
Oh, I'm Dutch, so I got a lot of normal bikes. Let's say around 5.
And how many of those do you own?
My team bikes I don't own, so I would say 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 5, 6.
And how many of those bikes do you own?
Everything except 2.
You own 4?
Yeah.
3?
You own all 3 of them? Have you not got any team bikes there?
Oh no, that's a good question. Actually, then probably 1.
Okay. What's the one bike you own?
It's actually a Colnago from when I was a junior. Yeah.
How many bikes do you have at home?
Oh, home. Right now, road bike, gravel bike, and right. Do we count town bikes and pump track bikes and things? Yeah, 4 at the moment. Yeah.
4 bikes, and how many of those do you own?
I think I would say two of those. 2 of those. Yeah. I own 2 of those. The 2 cheapest ones I own. Yeah.
So I'm lucky enough to have a mountain bike, a gravel bike, and a road bike, and then of course my time trial bike as well, and then also 1 or 2 special paint job bikes that I'm hanging on to. So yeah, I'd say that takes the number up to 6 bikes.
Of the 6, how many do you own?
That's a good point. Actually, I own quite a few, to be honest. So the gravel and the mountain bike and the special paint job bike. So the only one I don't technically own is my training bike. But then having said that, I do live in a business, Rock Corba Cycling, and we have 30 rental bikes. So I suppose I own those in some way or another. So yeah, we have a lot of bikes.
Yeah. Well, maybe like 100 or something.
Yeah.
How many bikes do you have at home?
1. Yeah, I have 1 training bike that's from the team, and I have 1 bike that I bought a couple of years ago from where I did the Tour de France with, but I've never ridden it since then. So I have one training bike, and sometimes I also get my TT bike for training. Okay. And then I have, of course, a city bike and.
I was going to say you must have. Okay, how many have you got then?
In total,
yeah.
I think my son has more than I have. But I think I have so the training bike from the team, the TT bike, like a fixed gear bike I have. And then
is that a pub bike, the fixed gear?
But it's an old track bike from Trek, right. And I made it with a flat handlebar so I can use it to go to the bakery or whatever. So it's nice. And then my girlfriend has a bike with the seat for my son, and then my son has, I think, 3 bikes.
Very good. How many bikes do you have at home?
No, not a lot. I think only 1, but 1 road bike for training. But before, I used to have quite a lot, so we have a big garage.
How many bikes have you got at home?
Wow, good question. Probably 11.
11. And how many of them do you own?
11.
Oh, you own all of them? No team bikes?
Yeah, I don't account the team bikes. The team bikes is 2 bikes, but that is not mine. The TT bike and the road bike, but that is not mine. But the others is some ones special for some victories. The team just give me, or I bought, or special ones.
How many bikes have you got at home?
Ooh. I think 5 or 6.
And how many of those do you own?
2 or 3.
How many bikes do you have at home?
I have, like for work, I would say 3 bikes.
And for not work?
For not work, another 3.
Okay, so 6 total. 6 total, and you own 3.
Yeah.
How many bikes have you got at home?
Okay. You have a moment. Only Kenyans, right?
No, any bike.
Any bike. Okay, a lot, because I also have, for example, a bike from Lorena Wiebes. Don't ask me why, but let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, and normal bikes. 7, 8, 9.
9 bikes. And how many of them do you actually own?
Well, let me think. Maybe, no, also not maybe 0. Yes, I think maybe 2 or none.
Okay.
It's a good question.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Have a good race. How many bikes do you have at home?
1 time trial bike and 1 normal bike, so 2. At home 2.
And how many?
Mountain bike, sorry. Mountain bike also.
How many of the 3 do you own?
It's a team actually, yeah. So none.
How many bikes have you got at home?
Which home? No.
Oh, how many homes have you got?
I mean, my home in Toronto are back in Canada. In Canada,
Give us a total.
Yeah, I have 3, 4. 6 bikes.
And how many do you own?
Well, those are the ones I own. 6.
Oh, so how many have you got in total?
I guess 8, 9 with the team bikes. Yeah.
How many bikes do you have at home?
Only 1 actually, I would say. Only my training bike right now, and I don't know, mountain bike as well. Now I think about it, and yeah, maybe just a normal city bike, but no, just 1 race bike. Yeah.
I'm actually trying to get rid of some bikes at the moment. My parents have just moved to a slightly smaller house, and so using their garage as a storage space isn't an option anymore.
Right.
So I have, with the team, I have a training bike and a TT bike, and I have a track bike still. And then I have 1 other bike from a friend that I'm trying to sell off. But yeah, we're culling the bikes at the moment.
About 6 then. And how many of the 6?
Of mine, about, 4 or 5. And then my dad, I don't know how, maybe 3. And then I have 2 brothers and my mum also have a bike each. So there's quite a lot of bikes. Our kitchen is full of bikes.
And of the 4 or 5 that you've got, how many do you own?
1. Do I even own a bike anymore? I'm not sure. I think maybe none. Because 1 is a gift from a friend, so I don't think I own any of my bikes.
That's kind of the answer I was hoping for, to be honest. I'm not sure I believe that Pauline Ferrand-Prévot only has 1 bike at home. She's a multi-discipline rider. Floortje Mackaij there, 8 bikes at home, but only owns 1. It's a nice position to be in, isn't it? Being lent 7. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Let me know how many bikes you've got at home, and I assume you own them all.